Talking about the elected leaders from UDA in Mount Kenya who showed up there and are now feeling the heat for failing to deliver for President William Ruto. You've had a statement by the former deputy president even saying Kithure Kindiki, there should be no attack coming from the DCP side towards Kithure Kindiki. He's also revealing apparent attempts by some of those elected leaders who have apparently tried to reach out to him to tone down on President William Ruto. What do you think is happening here? Do you feel that those elected leaders from Mount Kenya with the UDA party are probably the biggest losers?
I think what the casualty here is not only leaders, not only politicians of Mount Kenya, but also people of Mount Kenya. Gachagua is trying to build himself to become a semi-god for those people. That anything he says is law, anything he says is final, and every person in Mount Kenya must listen to him. He tends to behave like he don't want to let people have free mind, freedom of speech, freedom of association. He wants to be the kingpin of Mount Kenya, and any person must kneel before him for them to survive politically. When you hear him talk about extending a hand to Kindiki, he's just being cunning. He's not being sincere. He's trying to show that, I'm also a good person, and if I tell people not to abuse you, they will not abuse you. If I tell them to abuse you, they will abuse you. This is the statement he's making to Kindiki. He's trying to tell him, mimi ndiye kusema Mount Kenya, and anything I say is what people will follow. So the victim here actually is not only the politician, but also the people of Mount Kenya, because if you don't toe his line, then they brand you as either a traitor or another kind of brand they would want to give you. So this is very dangerous, actually, for people politically and also democratically, because he should let people be. He should let Gachagua be. He should let Kindiki be. He should let other people be wherever they are. And like our killer has put it very rightly, that we have seen this happen in Luo Nyanza, not only in Luo Nyanza, also in Ukambani. It happened. I am a victim to this, where people proclaim themselves to be semi-gold and they are the one to be worshipped, and anything they say is what people should follow. And this is not democracy, Idimoli. This is not democracy. This is suppressing people you purport to be leading, and it is very wrong. It is actually slavery, political slavery. This is what is happening in Mount Kenya now, and this is what they are building without them knowing. It will come a time whereby nobody will have a say in Mount Kenya but Gachagua. This is very wrong politically, and I'm saying and I'm repeating it. Okay. And this is what I'm saying. So if you're asking who is the casualty here, is the people of Mount Kenya, politicians, including the citizen of Mount Kenya who lives in Mount Kenya.
In the same vein, Mutambu, in the same vein, what about the position of Professor Kithure Kindiki as the preferred running mate choice for President William Ruto next year? Because many other people are now saying, okay, fine, you failed to deliver Olkalao. I think the next running mate should come from Western, probably, or Nyanza.
I don't think that threatens the position of Kithure Kindiki, because Kithure Kindiki also commands some constituencies. And I told you, Edie, let us not look at this win as if the heaven has come down traveling down to Mount Kenya or to people who support President Ruto in Mount Kenya. No, it hasn't. The heaven is still where it is, and the people are still where they are, and everybody still owes their faith and belief and their freedom of association. So I don't think there's anything wrong or anything which will affect the stand of the position of Kithure Kindiki, because as it is, there are still loyalties who are there. And like I said before, it is not only Kithure Kindiki who was managing this campaign. There are other people who are also involved in it. And the president is also a politician, and he understands all these things. He knows that who bears the responsibility, not Kithure Kindiki alone. And also, we also need to give credit where it's due. We need to understand this is the area, the county of Senator Medu. And it's like coming to Mwingi and say that Mutambu will not deliver. I mean, if I'm a serious politician, I need to guard my base and I need to deliver my base. So Medo delivered his base. That is a reality. And we need to understand that politics is local, like it has been put. And I remember Wakili said it is actually not the responsibility of the president to go to his home yard. He has people who are supporting him. It is their responsibility. Likewise, to take right to a question about Kindiki, yes, he is the person in charge of that region, the high-ranking officer, government officer in that region. He is the one. He has some responsibilities to carry for him. But the truth of the matter is nothing will change because of this Olekalau win.
Okay.
But Mutambu, in my introduction of the remarks made by my good friend,